name is Chloe and I'm here to talk about not myself, but why and how you should help others and help yourself during this corona time, coronavirus pandemic situation. So I'll just tell you my main points, and then if you're interested in certain points, you can just skip to that part. Yeah, I just wanted to share this because I think it is helpful, it may be important, and I want to help in any way that I can. So the main points that I will be talking about: 1, how to help others from home; 2 is what you can do for yourself; 3, why normalcy is important and the difference between being positive and toxic positivity; and the last is why I decided to talk right now and make this video. So those are the main points that I will be talking about, and I'm just gonna go straight into it so that, yeah. Anyway, let's go. So first is how to help others from home. So of course, many people are battling this pandemic as frontliners. So they may be doctors, nurses, people in the grocery, garbage truck drivers, delivery drivers, and the like. And for us who can afford to stay at home, we can also do something. And this can be in the form of donation drives. And there are a lot that are existing already for many different locations here in the country and many different families that are affected. And these are families affected by the quarantine, meaning these are families who are not as privileged to still have income while working from home because they cannot work from home. So they are jobless, meaning no money, meaning they might not have enough for basic necessities, especially for a lockdown that lasted more than a month. Yeah, so there are donation drives for those people, and there are also donation drives for the frontliners by giving masks and other needs like alcohol and soap, ganyan. There are also initiatives like making homemade masks in your house. That's why they're homemade. And yeah, so you can also do that if you want to help others directly. Like, that's the most direct that you can do from home. And if you can't do those, that's also okay because, not everyone has extra money. There are some people who can stay home but also cannot give so much. And that's totally fine. Like, that doesn't make you a bad person. But what you can do is share about it. For example, if you have a social media account, you can use that. If it's public, if it's not public, you can share it to your friends because there are connections that you may have made that can connect to those links and donation drives that maybe they can donate, maybe they can do something. But sharing in a way is also helping because you're giving out this information to more people, which means more chances of people doing something about it and more chances and faster action from sharing. So yes, point 2 is what you can do for yourself. So obviously, we're all at home trying to take care of our physical health. Is that the word? Yeah. We're all taking care of our physical health. And we want to stay healthy because obviously we're locked down for that reason, to not be infected and to not spread also. So if you're feeling some things, any of the symptoms, you need to go to the hospital and get yourself checked so that if the quarantine is over and we go out, you don't spread it to anybody else. So yes, what you can do for yourself though, besides taking care of yourself physically, is things that you enjoy that can help you mentally. For example, you can do like hobbies that you haven't done in a while because maybe you have school, maybe you have work, and you can do these because mental health is just as important as physical health. So my analogy for this is that if you're washing your hands, you should also wash your mind. Or cleanse your soul. That sounds better. You can do things like drawing, you can paint, you can sing, dance, what else? Read, write, anything at all. Anything that takes your mind away from things and anything that brings you joy in any way at all. I'm really hoping this is focused. You can also try learning something new from what you already know. That's why it's new. The internet is very wide and there are many things that you can do and learn online. There's YouTube, there's Google. There are many search engines that you can go through to learn something new every day, especially if you have the resources. And even Instagram has different how-to videos. Facebook has them. Even TikTok has them if you have TikTok. It makes somebody happy. If it makes you happy, that's good, especially in this very confusing time. And a point that I didn't get to take down here was given by my friend who is studying psychology. Even if you don't do anything at home, that's also completely okay. You don't need to learn something new. You don't need to be productive to be doing well mentally, because it's also important to rest. Yes, and I guess what I mean is that it is helpful though to be doing different things and not just one thing during a long period of time, so that you don't, swirl into your mind and whatnot and sink into that hole. And yes, it could just be any other day where you can feel like you want to rest, be lazy, even just stay on the phone, and you don't need to feel any pressure to do studies every day, to clean, to learn, to exercise. And yeah, because doing many different things, if you want to do it, it should not feel like you're forcing yourself or super draggy, because that's also not good. So doing things is mentally and physically helpful for you though. Next point is why normalcy is important and the difference of that between toxic positivity. So doing things that you do normally when you're not amidst a pandemic situation like this stabilizes you in a way. Why? Because this is a big problem. Obviously, it's something that affects the whole world. The whole world, like I kid you not, every country is affected by this, and it's big, and it can be very overwhelming, even if you're just at home. So it's good to find something that you normally do and to do it, to find like a way to stabilize yourself from all the emotions that you may be feeling during a difficult time like this. Helping and trying to do something for others is beneficial for the other, yes, but at the same time, keeping yourself sane is not wrong. So normalcy is not wrong, and trying to find things to be happy about and to laugh about is not bad. Toxic positivity, let's talk about that now. This is a term that is misused and misunderstood sometimes, because it's like people use it in a way that you can't be happy, or why do you feel happy about that, or if you do feel happy, like why? Or the other way around, if somebody's feeling bad about it, toxic positivity is also just being like, just be happy. You can't just say that. Toxic positivity, according to the dictionary, refers to the concept that focusing on so-called positive emotions and rejecting anything that may trigger negative emotions is the right way to live life. So it's keeping positive only and not acknowledging the negative. This may be a little bit confusing, but basically it means that being toxically positive is acting like there's nothing wrong and being apathetic and being insensitive about it. Looking at the bright side, but still knowing that there is a dark side, is different, because you know that there's a dark side. It's like looking at the world not in a black and white format, and not just looking at one side without acknowledging the other. I think that is the difference. You may correct me, like if I'm wrong, we can have a healthy discussion about it. Just let me know. But this is how I understood it the way after researching. It is like black and white thing. If you're looking at the gray area in between, that is when you are being aware and doing what you can to help, but also taking care of yourself. So there's that acknowledgement of those outside yourself, but also taking care of yourself, because you're also important. Okay, that is normalcy and toxic positivity. And my final point is, I guess a lot of you may be wondering, who am I and why I decided to make this video in the first place, why I wanted to talk about it. And that is because I've always liked helping others naman. And not because like, ooh, it makes me such a good person, but because I genuinely enjoy learning from other people besides the people that I normally hang out with. So story time. When I was in high school, I befriended a lot of people working at school, like janitresses, the ones working in the cafeteria, and teachers and whatnot, besides student friends. So that's high school. I graduated high school 2017. And I made this one friend in particular who will be anonymous because I asked permission to share this story. Yes, consent. So a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, she calls me every now and then, even after I graduated. She asks me how I'm doing. She asked how I am in college, if I'm studying well, that I should study well, and like that. Like, she was a very motherly figure, which I really appreciated. And I also asked her how she is. So I asked about her family, how she's doing, and she would always update me if there's an event in my high school that I should attend so that we can catch up and see each other again. And yeah, so she called me the other day again. So mind you, it's been how many years, but she still calls me like once or twice a year just to ask me how I'm doing. She called me and again she asked me, how are you? Hi Chloe, how are you? I said hello. Ayun, nasa bahay lang po. So I'm just at home because of the quarantine. And short conversation about me because I immediately asked, how are you po? Kamusta po kayo dyan? Kamusta pamilya niyo? And this is when she started crying and saying that it's very difficult right now because no work, no money. We have people to feed in the house and we are not eating 2 or 3 times a day anymore because we don't have those basic necessities. And I really cried because I felt so bad because I know that I'm privileged. I get to eat 3 times a day. I get to stay at home, watch movies. I get to chill here at home. And I know that other people cannot do the same. But hearing this from a good friend of mine, ate, it really changed my perspective. Like, if I was aware before, now it just made me want to do something about it because I want to help. And I want to do something, anything. Like, I want to help in any way that I can. And yeah, I want to help her so bad. I'm trying to do it, by the way. Like, I contacted donation drives that are going to her area, and then I'm just gonna share. The reason why she called me also was because she had a dream about me, and her dream was that I brought rice to their doorstep. And that's why she was like, she was super shy about it. Like, she didn't want to ask for help in the first place. She was just asking how I was doing. But then, when I asked her how she was doing, she kind of just broke down and shared what she's going through. So, the reason why I wanted to talk about it also is because I'm not rich, I'm not a government official, but I am a person of this country, of this universe, who wants to help in any way that I can. And I'm aware that this is just a small way to do something. It's a video online. There are many videos, there are millions of videos online. And I don't know everything. I'm just a student. So I don't have all-knowing capabilities about the coronavirus, about how to help, about how to help myself. I'm just sharing what I do know. And if you have any suggestions or ways to help that I didn't get to mention, you should let me know so that it can be shared to others. Okay? If you also have points to correct me on or correct me about, because we're all just learning here, we're all growing as people, let me know. I will really appreciate it. The purpose of this video is not to spread negativity or anything like that. I have no intentions of being rude or insensitive or being a know-it-all. So if I offended anybody, please let me know. I'm very sorry, and I just want to help in any way that I can. And I was hoping that this can be helpful in a way, I really hope that this got through you somehow. Maybe you learned something new, maybe you didn't. Maybe you enjoyed listening to me, maybe you didn't. But the point of the matter is, take care of yourself, okay? Don't forget to stay clean, stay healthy, and hydrated. Donate if you can, and maybe share this video if you found it helpful. Thank you very, very much for listening if you made it this far. Coronavirus is the enemy here. So, yes, let's not fight other people. Let's fight the virus. Okay, bye!